Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be planning the week of the 23rd to the 29th of January 2023. This, like I said before, is a memory planner, which means the things that I put here already happened and I use it as a way to know exactly what I did each day. This planner here is from Pay-Per-View. I'll leave the link here down below. And I'll start with the first half of the week. So Monday and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. I'm going to use these dot stickers like I used last week, and I'm using them for specific events like if I go out with friends or if I go to the doctor. In this case, since I went to the doctor on Monday, I'm putting this sticker down here. I'm going to speed up a little bit this video because it was 36 minutes long, which is a lot of time to watch video, so I like to do voiceovers instead of talking while I plan, because sometimes I'm not also able to plan and talk at the same time. So on Monday I started my day at 7 a.m. and I went to the shopping to grab my MRR results. I did them last week and I needed them because I had a orthopedist consultation in the afternoon. I also bought these new colors for the mild liner. This is the neutral set and I like them a lot. I'm thinking I'm going to try a new setup for my planner. Usually I just try to use color in the pens, but maybe a mild liner is going to look nice as well. So I chose this pink here for my meetings and I'm just going to write over it with my black inked gel pen. I'm not sure if I like it too much because it doesn't stand out as much as I wanted it to on the page, but I'm going to maybe go over it with another color later. And I'm also going to use this gray color here for my lunch and for my dinner, and I'm just going to write over it with what I ate. This day I was at home office and I was checking some calculations that somebody else did. So I am an engineer and I work with a lot of calculations. This day my boyfriend had to get his mother-in-law to our house because she had a doctor appointment that was near our house, so it was easier if we got her. And after he did that, we went to her house because my doctor was close to her house. And we waited for a while there. I also worked there for a little bit because I needed to finish verifying, checking the calculations. And then always when I go to this orthopedist, he usually gets very late, like 1 hour to 1 hour and a half late. And we had to wait for 1 hour and a half. And while we did that, we actually ate a toast nearby. And then after the orthopedist, which finished at 8:30, we went back home and I finished checking the calculations for this day. And I also cleaned my bedroom. Actually, I didn't clean, I organized, but I put here as if I had cleaned it. Then on Tuesday, I went to the office at 6:30 in the morning. I usually get there at 7 o'clock. Today I was actually very bad at writing things, so I put things in the wrong place here in my planner a couple of times and I had to replace them and use whiteout. And this day I also had a special lunch at a restaurant with my team colleagues because I got my engineering certificate, which was very nice. And for this most of the day I actually finished checking the calculations I was checking on Monday. Then I wrote a internal report for a little bit. I went back to my house, I did some exercises, and then I really wanted to buy some stamps for my planner. I have never used stamps before, but I watched a video here on YouTube that was really inspiring for me, and I wanted stamps. So I went to the shopping mall and I got some stamps, and I also ate over there because, well, I was already there, so why not eat there as well? And then on Wednesday, I had another social event, but this was at my house. We were going to watch The Last of Us with a friend of ours, me and my boyfriend. This day I was also at the office. So I had again my morning routine at 6 o'clock, and then I got to the office at 7. I had a couple of meetings this day. So I had actually 3 meetings, 2 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. But the one in the afternoon was very, very long because we were talking about how to calculate specific things. So when we have a meeting that is very theoretical, we spend a lot of time on it. And after I was done with the meeting, I actually had to write a report about it. We call it moments of meeting, where we write all that was discussed and the conclusions and what has to be done next. After that, I went back home. I cleaned my house because my friends were coming over. And then we started to watch The Last of Us at 7:30 at night. After we were done, we went to a bar and we ate a hamburger there. And we stayed until 10 o'clock. Again, I couldn't stay very, very late because I was going to wake up at 6 in the morning the next day. Like I did last week, I'm using my ruler here just to do these straight lines to mark how much time I spent in each task. And as you can see, the meeting in the afternoon was really, really long. But before we go over to the next part of the week, I'm going to just put here my habit tracker, and I'm tracking exercise, my morning routine, my night routine, and also my Instagram posts. This week I only made 1 day of exercise, which was not very nice, but I had almost every day done my morning routine and my night routine. I'm not sure about my Instagram post, I'll have to check it later. I also put the highlights of the week, which were my mild liners arrived, I bought my first stamp set, and I finished the calculations verification. Moving on to the next half of the week, I had my friend's birthday on Thursday after work. We're going to a bar also after work with everyone. So this day actually I arrived at 7 again, and I completed my workload. The workload is basically a Excel sheet where we put the hours we spent on each project. So it's very helpful to know how much time you're taking to do a specific project. Then after that, I made some calculations for another project. I read the concept paper for a new project. I also validated some data. And then I had lunch, chicken with beans and Caesar salad. And during the afternoon, I basically worked on the calculations for the project I was working on during the morning. After that, I went back home and I had my friend's birthday at 6:30 in the afternoon. We went, like I said, to a bar. I ate some French fries, a brownie, and some other fried things. And then at 10 o'clock, I went back to my house because I was quite tired. And then I watched Chernobyl. So this is a series in HBO about the accident that happened at Chernobyl. And it's a very interesting series. I highly recommend, but it's not easy to watch. There's a lot of destruction and people are hurt, and it's not very nice to watch. But it's important because it shows the consequences of bad engineering and also bad decision taking. So I think it's important for everyone to watch, to know the consequences can be quite dramatic and horrible if you make bad decisions because you want to be promoted or because you want more money. So we arrived on Friday. Friday I was at home office. I spent most of the morning reading the concept paper. It was 36 pages long. It was a lot of information, so it took a while. Then I ate lasagna for my lunch. I worked on the workload Excel sheet. I wrote a little bit of the internal report, and then I watched Chernobyl. I finished it yesterday. Today is Saturday. I'm filming this in the morning, so I already did a couple of things, but during the afternoon I'll have to plan what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use my pencil. I think I'm gonna eat breakfast at around 10:30. I'm going to finish this voiceover at around 10:30 as well. And then after that, I'm going to film a lot of videos. So I had a couple of videos that are late. I had one on Wednesday that I didn't publish, and I have one today that I didn't film yet. So until 1 in the afternoon, I think I'm going to film quite a a lot of things. And then during the afternoon, I'm going to edit the videos, but I also have to go to a couple of houses. I have to go to my parents' house, and I also have to go to my boyfriend's grandma house, and I have to go to my mother-in-law house. So a lot of things I have to do today. I'm also going to schedule some videos. I'm going to work a little bit because I didn't finish what I needed to finish during the week. And then on Sunday, I'm going to focus on preparing my PowerPoint for a presentation I'm going to have to do for work next week. So I think that's it for the planning of this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next week as well. I'm going to try to post every single week these plans with me. Bye bye.